So I thank you all for joining us. I would say this has been a pretty good success for being the first week.
Well,
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
me? Oh no, I'm sorry, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, I thought I had stepped on your voice or something, but all right. All right, so we are queued up on Lost Temple. Both players are Protoss. Thanking VT Gaming for the prize that is possibly going to go to Vapeskies. Just to be clear, I know I've said it before, but just to be clear, if he wins this game, Vapeskies is undisputedly our champion. If not, it is a coin flip between him and Darth Ducky as to who will get that prize. I'm not sure exactly what the official process is. I'm not sure if it's a literal coin flip or something, but we might not even need to know. So both players are ready. Going to get the game started right now. We are on Lost Temple. PvP. I believe this is the only PvP we've seen tonight, too.
Yeah, I agree. I do believe this is only PvP. Now, I believe the current PvP metagame is everyone 4 gates, unless I'm wrong.
It really
Isn't it everyone 4 gates, unless you
It's possible to play defensively and hold off a 4 gate, and if you can hold it off, obviously you're way ahead. But it's really hard to defend. It's a lot of games. It is either both players 4 gate, and then one's offensive, one's defensive, and they might end up on even ground afterwards and have to go from there. But sometimes it's just simply it gets defended. The other player is way ahead because they defended the 4 gate and they beat them like that. But sometimes it does end up both players maybe do like a 3 gate robo sort of thing, which can hold off a lot of 4 gates. So if it's done well and if you micro everything correctly and have great force fields, which then it can go into an interesting, slightly longer game because it becomes a balance of how many. If people say it's just Colossi versus Colossi, but I've seen a lot of interesting games where Void Rays come into play, which can compensate for the lack of Colossi in a matchup, and then it gets really exciting with Void Rays versus Colossi. So
I do believe the counter is Void Ray Immortal is generally what you make to counter Colossi Stalker armies.
Yep, that I believe would definitely does it, at least from a composition standpoint. So I don't. It's hard for me to say because there are so few PvP games that go beyond 2 base. So I'm honestly like if I'll be honest in PvP if it goes past that sort of first exchange of Colossi, I really don't know what I'm doing most of the time, and that's a weakness in my play and probably a weakness by extension in my commentary. But we actually have a Forge first opening from Andy Schleck. So is he going to Cannon Rush?
No, I don't think so. There are no pylons in
He hasn't been to his opponent's base yet, though. His probe is
no, he's got a gateway going down now. Well, I feel like Cannon Rush would be ill-timed at this point. Though, I mean, if your opponent doesn't scout it, I guess it could be good.
Well,
but no, he's sending his probe right inside, so there's nothing hidden about this. I suspect he's just going to do a Forge Fast Expand.
Which is a build that can be really punished by a good 4 gate. So if his opponent does that, Andy Schleck could be in a lot of trouble.
Well, he has his cannons. He might place his cannons behind his Forge and behind his gateway.
Actually, that's true. This is a very narrow choke, so it's probably the most narrow choke to a natural expansion you can get, more or less. So yeah, it could be held. It could be a Forge Expand could plausibly be held on this map. I've never seen it done, but that doesn't mean it's not possible.
Andy Schleck with 500 minerals now. I suspect. There we go. The Nexus goes down.
So I'm really interested to see. Yeah, he does pretty much completely wall off. He's got a small hole right here, but if he throws a gateway, and I believe that's a perfect. He cancels because his probe was on the wrong side of that, I guess. But he does go with a perfectly full wall in right here. So I'm really curious to see what the next step from this is. I've seen this opening against Zerg, but pretty much never against Protoss. And it does look like it's a 4-gate from Vapeskies. So I honestly don't know how this is going to progress.
Some more cannons. I feel like if you really need at least 2 to 3 cannons on top. plus another couple cannons on the bottom, and you could probably hold it. Um, then again, 4 gate, I tend to just rely on bunkers, so I'm not sure about the effectiveness of a cannon.
Yeah, cannons don't have a lot of HP, and obviously you can't repair them like you can a bunker. So I mean, it's 300 hit points. A few stalkers can take down one pretty cost effectively. He's throwing down a second one now, and actually still hasn't even he hasn't even taken gas yet till now. So I'm very I'm very interested to see how this is going to go. Warpgate Tech is finished now. This probe, though, from Andy Schleck has been poking around the basin the entire time. He knows exactly what's up. He's going to see exactly when these warp gates start transforming. So, Vapeskies...
To be honest, with it, the first round of
oh,
warp
Vapeskies has a proxy pylon in his base. I completely missed that. He does have those, so he's going to be able to bypass that wall in entirely and just go straight for Andy Schleck's mineral line. This is pretty much game right here. This... I don't know how
actually,
I missed that.
To be honest, it could be quite possible. Literally just wall yourself off from both directions. I'm not. I mean, he could throw a couple cannons down on his near his ramp.
He does well. He GGs. That would have hypothetically been possible, but would have been really difficult. So that means congratulations to Vapeskies. He is our Reddit King of the Hill Bronze Silver Champion for Wednesday night. The prize of an hour of coaching from a member of VT Gaming. So congratulations to him. So that was a really I really thought that was clever.
I missed that too. I completely did not see that.
I mean, it's easy to just overlook it when they're both Protoss because the pieces look the same. But yeah, definitely well played from Vapeskies. Congratulations to him. Vapeskies, I'm gonna send him a message to tell him to stay on until I'm sure exactly how we go about registering him for this award. But so yeah, I believe on that note, that's as good a time as any to wrap this up. My name again is Spartan Starcraft. I am hosting this with my co-host Praxis every night here, every Wednesday night rather, not every night, but starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. Sign-ups start at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to play next week, if you didn't get in today, we definitely would love to have you. And oh, I almost forgot Vapeskies. But with that being said, if you want to find me anywhere else during the week, I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/SpartanStarcraft. Praxis, is there anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
No, that's all right. I just do it because it's fun.
All right. Well, I do it because it's fun too. They don't really pay me for the YouTube stuff. So, all right, that's going to wrap this up again. Again, congratulations to Vapeskies. Congratulations to all our players tonight for having such a great King of the Hill. I hope every week goes as well as this. Again, Spartan Starcraft signing off. Praxis signing off. Everybody have a good week. Of course, the tournaments are now, King of the Hills are now 5 or 6 days a week, plus the SC Reddit Open. So you can check us out almost every night at the same time. So we are signing off now. Take it easy.